started with the passion between Marchesa Casati and Gabriele D'Annunzio. Marchesa Casati was like that living work of art of the beginning of the 20th century, who loved to dress herself in living snakes, walking naked on the Piazza San Marco in Venice. And then he, the big Italian poet, who wanted to make of his life like a work of art and a work of decadence. He wanted really to have like decadence as a lifestyle. So you have, of course, every silhouette is nearly 50% of one and 50% of the other, where you have like the tuxedos of him, but then mixed with the leopard fake fur pants of her, with all the pearls, with all the jewels, with all the feathers.
Absolute highlight of the week, and the week has very young, but I imagine that it will stay one of the highlights of the whole week. Marchesa is an amazing muse and has been, of course, touched on before by other designers, but he really made it his own in the way that he combined the masculine and the feminine together. It was such a rich and well thought out collection, from the amazing footwear all the way up to the smoky eyes. It looked like she had, had 3 days of partying and had forgotten to take her makeup off. But I mean, it was just exceptional. Every single piece was unique, and then together they just created this opulence, rich, and covetable collection.
What an amazing amount of the idea of almost kind of Berlin in the 30s, yet English schoolgirls with all those regimented stripes. A lovely dark poetry that had just a hint of sinister and yet absolute glamorous at every turn.
I wanted really, when I think about the Marchesa, I think she loved jewels so much that I wanted to make of every shoe also like a jewel. So that's kind of a bracelet over the heel.
Well, one, who doesn't want a velvet shoe or a velvet bootie? And the fact it had that fantastic kind of carved wood heel that had a bit of a cubist inspiration, again, kind of feeling late 20s, early 30s. Really a terrific collection. There was not one piece that I don't want to have in my stores right now. The velvet, all of that animal print. Who doesn't love a leopard print? Lining coats, as beautiful wide pants, a jacket, those interesting velvet chokers that were tipped with pearls, and then the idea of kind of the animal becoming spotted with pearls, or just all the pearl incrustation. It was super chic, and there's times the word chic just doesn't sound right, but there was nothing in that show that was not super chic. What a terrific day to begin Paris Fashion Week.
It was actually one of my favorite Dries collections ever. I just loved it. I just thought that the textures, the materials, the mixing, it was like this preppy mixed with leopard, which sounds really unusual, but it looked so cool together, it worked. So I am one person that always says I hate preppy, but I just love the styling of the show. It just looked like what you'd want for fall, winter. It looked fresh and cool, yeah.
It was incredible. It's really very, very strong collection. I loved every silhouette. It was a roller coaster of so many nice things, one after the other. Dries was my mentor. I worked for him 7 years, or 6 or 7 years, so I love what he does. I love his consistency, the way how he keeps on pushing boundaries, playing with materials, colors. He's just really, really very strong. The silhouette is really very amazing, and yeah, I really, really loved it.
It's always such a special treat to be at a Dries Van Noten show because he never disappoints, and you wonder how he'll ever outdo himself season after season, and he has the most miraculous way of just blowing your mind at every show.
For me, I want that she really evolves, because also I want to surprise people. I want also to surprise myself, to challenge myself, to really to go ahead and always to go further and further and further.